Well, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You know, I just don't. I didn't feel the mojo.
You gotta feel the mojo.
You gotta feel the mojo. Right?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, you feeling the mojo?
I am now.
Is the logo coming down?
It is.
All right, sweet.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Goose Pond Studios. It is a wonderful day in Oldsmar, and evening, shall we say?
If you want.
I can. That's when I do the editing, and normally that's when, you know, we're at our best, anyways.
Yeah.
So we're got some updates on the FIHL. Commish, you want to talk about?
Yeah, we got a lot of quickies to go over. I guess the first thing is that we have our third combine this weekend. Final combine for the season. It's filling up. Got a few more registrations yesterday. I'm going to invite some of the other players back again for a second look.
Okay.
And, you know, kids that I feel like could use benefit from the ice time, you know.
Sure.
And then on Saturday before the combine is an open invite for Coach Pags to do physical evaluations on the players that desire to get that extra edge on the off-ice side of things.
Right. Do a little CrossFit before the ice. That should be
we have
some tired campers at the end of the day.
We have a good number of players that signed up for that, and that was at no charge. Pags just wants to get them in the door and get a good look at them, evaluate them, and let them know what they need to do to hit that next level.
Yeah.
So,
well,
again,
you know, it's kind of nice. I mean, some of the resources that the FIHL has available
correct
would be the Goose Pond University itself,
mm-hmm.
and then within it, the synthetic ice.
Yep.
And some of the coaches reside here.
Yep.
And then you have upstairs with CrossFit with Pags,
yeah,
which we've done a couple episodes. So if you haven't seen them, folks, do yourself a favor. It's good stuff.
Yeah. And these are the perks of being in the FIHL, and my goal to prove to people that we're putting the players first.
Right.
This is all about the players. So if I can do something for them, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
That offer is always going to be there, and it's up to the player and the parent to say, hey, let's get on that.
All right, so it's my understanding that you've cashed checks like it's a go.
Yeah, we're going. It's a go. It's 100%.
Okay.
Checks are cash, money's being spent, jerseys are being ordered. Speaking of jerseys, we have a little special treat for you today as we are going to reveal the logos of the teams.
Right.
And
if I can figure out how to do this.
I think you can. You did it before.
Yeah. You know what? It turned out okay, I thought.
Yeah, so when we start talking about them, you and I should end up in a little tiny box in the corner, and then the screen should be filled with the jersey that we're talking about.
Perfect.
All right.
All right. So the first team that
Well, hang on. First thing is I want to go over the jersey.
Oh.
Because I'm wearing one. Not that this is a jersey from the league, but I wanted to demonstrate to those people so they understand. You see this jersey here, right? This is from one of my men's league teams, Always Green. Little plug for that company there. Okay.
We're kind to our sponsors.
And the jerseys are made by Jog Athletics, and they are reversible. And so that's why I wore this. I want to show you how high quality these jerseys are. And it allows us to only have one jersey per player, but it gives us both our home and away jerseys. So it's easier to keep track of one jersey than it is to keep track of two. So I will take this off, right?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, and I'll show you.
You got a head on.
I know. I'm aware.
Whoa.
All right. So now I'll put it back on, and you'll be like, I know everybody at home is like, holy crap, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell, bro. And I'm like, I'm telling you, these are really nice jerseys.
It doesn't bleed through.
Doesn't bleed through at all. You got a home and away in one jersey. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm working with Carolyn over there at Jog Athletics, and she's been phenomenal. And she's, you know, putting a rush on it for us, and hopefully we'll have them soon, because as soon as we have the jerseys, I'm scheduling games. Right, yeah. I'm scheduling games. So now we can start with the jerseys. So what team do you want to start with first?
Well, we could start alphabetically to keep things, you know, it'd be
unbiased,
right? Or the easiest for me to remember, and that would be the Aces.
Right, the Aces would be the first one.
Yep. And now we are going as the coach of the Aces.
That's your team.
Yep. I thought it was important that we did. Actually, it kind of came out where
it just happened this way.
It just happened, but it couldn't be for a better reason.
But it shows you the mentality of the people involved, right?
True.
Because almost all of us did it without even thinking about it or discussing it.
Right.
Right?
Yep. Yeah, we had some latitude, and so we're the Aces. And we've got a very cool jersey, as it will show up on the screen.
Should be there now.
Should be there, I hope.
Yeah.
If it's not, let us know. Right? And so this is one of several tributes to our community. And so the Aces is, it's a fighter jet. You'll see it. And it's to say thanks to McDill and all the things that they do for the community and to support our armed forces. I thought it was a perfect tie-in to what the league is doing with respect to the national anthem, and our kind of a commitment to doing things right.
And as you can tell, it's a sharp-looking jersey.
I think it's the sharpest one, personally.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah, well, Northeast, I mean, it's kind of, everyone has that kind of Northeast theme going.
Well, yeah, can you blame them?
Yeah, would that be, what, University of Maine, perhaps?
Yeah, Maine Black Bear colors.
Yeah.
I like particularly the pattern on the shoulders is cool.
I do too.
It's pretty neat. So it's as you can see, it's a really cool jersey, and that would be the Aces representing the military up at McDill and the fighter jets. And another thing you'll notice about the jerseys, the logos are large. I like large logos.
Yeah.
I want people to see them.
Yeah, you can't miss these.
You can't miss them at all.
No, just like you can't miss a fighter jet.
That's right.
Or hear one for that.
Exactly.
So then the second team.
Alphabetically, who would be the second team?
That we're going with M.
Yeah, I guess we would. That would be my jersey. So that's kind of fitting. We start with both you and I jerseys. That's cool. Right. So my jersey is, as you can see on the screen now, a beautiful maroon and cream. A little bit of a collegiate theme, a little Boston College thing going on, maybe.
Chowder theme.
And then you have a logo that I designed myself. And we are called the Minutemen. So a little tribute to the, as I mentioned in the previous cast, something revolutionary.
It is.
And original, since I designed the logo myself. But I think Minutemen's been used in other places as far as a team name.
It has.
But the logo is original, and a friend of mine, Aaron Morgan, made the logo, as well as the FIHL logo. I use him for a lot of the logo stuff. He's a great guy.
Yeah, so, even for our men's league. He did the men's league one for us, right?
Yeah, he's done a lot of stuff. He loves doing it. So he's good at it. And so that's where we are with the Minutemen. And it's, in my opinion, the sharpest looking jersey we have in the league.
I agree. So now we've got a split vote here. And it makes it easier going downhill from here because the other coaches aren't represented fairly today.
Yeah, right.
But you know what? Life happens.
Yeah, that's what happens.
We'll give them just.
Well, you know what it is? They're employed.
Right. Yes.
So we're just.
Yeah. That's why we do our night gig. So the third team of
that would be the SA would be the Sand Sharks.
Sand Sharks.
Yeah. See,
I went to school. Sand Sharks
stay in school, kids.
Yep, that's right. That's right. Or a checkpoint for the older crowd.
The Sand Sharks, and they should be up on the screen by now. And as you can see, a kind of a Detroit Red Wing type theme with the colors red and white, stark red and white. And the Sand Shark logo, as you talked about with Dave in that little interview you did with him on a Meet the Coach thing,
is coming up on Friday, by the way.
It's an original logo that he had from I think about 20 years ago.
It is 2003, if I remember right.
And that was a men's league team I think he had, or was it a youth team?
No, it was a juniors team the juniors league that they was doing. Yeah.
So back in the origins of hockey in this area, and it's one of the original logos from hockey in this area, which is it's cool that it's got some history behind it.
It sure does.
And it's a cool looking uniform, and it's a cool looking logo.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to take a shot from that shark. I can tell you that right now.
No, that's it. That thing's dripping with.
As you can see.
Yes. Right. So that's our third team, and Dave once again has done a wonderful job with that. So.
And then that brings us to Coach Kevin's team, the last team, the fourth team as of right now, and that is the Stingrays.
Right.
And again. He saw the selection and the choices of jerseys he could pick, and he had one picked out. And then he saw this one that you see on your screen now, and he says, "Oh, I got to have that one."
Right.
And again,
I was a little concerned.
I was too. Yep. Because the original logo was like red and blue, and there was a great jersey available for that, red and blue. And so we had to change the colors of the logo to match the camo uniform that you see.
Yes.
And like I said, he just, without provocation, wanted to have a military theme.
Right.
So it's a sharp looking jersey.
It is. You know what? I was skeptical about how that was going to turn out because it was red and blue.
Yeah.
And then when I saw the final version of it, tying in all the camel colors.
Right.
Hit it out of the park,
Yeah,
man. It's
it looks
gorgeous.
good. You know, it's a close second for the sharpest jersey in the league. You know.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, and then it probably puts you at a distant third at this point.
No, I'm still in front.
Yeah.
You know what? We should put a poll up.
You know what? That's a great idea.
When the website gets revealed, maybe we'll have the poll question of the week, and we'll put that up there as one of the poll questions.
You're right. Okay, that's exactly what we're going to do.
There you go.
That's our note to RT. And speaking, okay, so Kevin is squared and good to go there. We've are making progress with the draft and the announcements for that. Did we talk about that already?
We have not. That's coming up. The draft is coming up. Looking to finalize a date for the draft. I'm targeting next weekend.
Okay.
It just depends on when the apparel comes in.
Swag.
The swag comes in for the draft call.
So either next weekend,
right? And I'm trying to put
next couple weeks.
Yeah, trying to put together an event type thing where we have all the players here. We do the draft. We have a huge cookout. And then
there'll be some surprises, maybe.
Yeah, maybe some surprises. I haven't figured out the details, but I want to, because we got a lot of kids coming from Central Florida. I want them to have the trip be, something that they enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, nothing worse than traveling, 2 hours only to be there for an hour and then go back. Right.
I'm looking to make it a several hour event and have the kids really enjoy themselves.
Good. Yeah. And everyone gets to meet each other.
Right.
Everyone gets to know the coaches and kind of the people behind the scenes. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, and you don't know how these drafts go. You know, we could get halfway through the draft, and then all of a sudden you've got some player that decides he's going to be a contract holdout and demand a trade, and then we've got to go back to the drawing boards. Smoke some cigars, drink some whiskey, and then try to get a trade done. And maybe there's a smudgy fax in there somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we're going to limit the. This is not going to be a 3-day ordeal. So like everyone's going to get like a minute to figure out their draft choice, and then we move on.
Yeah. Well, we'll work it out. It'll be good.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, and with the kids that are coming to the combine this Saturday, they're in for this draft if they want to play in the league. I will allow anybody up until draft date that gets registered and comes here for a quick evaluation to Goose Pond to be involved in that draft right up to the last minute.
Okay,
I'm not going to exclude anybody. And then what will happen after the draft and after the teams are set, wherever holes there might be, if a player comes in after that draft, then the coaches will decide where that player goes. And we'll plug them in as they come in. And then what I honestly believe now that the high school tryouts are pretty much over.
Yes.
And the turnout was really, really good. But I know for a fact, I've already gotten feedback from there's a lot of kids that are not really happy with not getting picked for varsity.
Right.
And
that happens.
And that happens. But you have a place to play. There is a place to play, and it is here in this FIHL. And I honestly believe that once this product's on the ice and up and running, I think that it's going to become quite popular.
Well, and it's competitive, and our skill sets are
varying.
Varying, and I think that's going to, with the draft, will level out the teams as far as being able to compete with one another. Right. I'm not anticipating any blowouts at all. These should be good games.
No. And I want to make note that because of the format and the amount of ice time and the opportunities available to FIHL players, those players that you may say are third line or whatnot, they're going to catch up quick.
Yes.
A lot faster than playing anywhere else. And that's just my own personal plug.
Why is that?
Because of the ice time, the coaching experience that they're going to gain. I mean, we haven't even hit the ice for game one yet, and we've got kids already being evaluated for off-ice training, and extra ice has already been made available to certain players that need it. This league is about the players, and it's not just well, I'm not going to go there, but I'm just going to say that the FIHL is here for the players, and I think that once we're up and running, I wouldn't be surprised if we end the season with 6 to 8 teams.
Right. Well, it's certainly possible, and for the number of the turnout, it just affirms how strong hockey is growing in the Tampa area, and the fact that there are. We need more capacity as far as teams for players. We have more players than teams available.
Yeah, and that's what surprised me. There were 68 kids that showed up for Newsom High School tryouts.
Wow.
East Lake rostered 22 varsity players. Now, I love Eastlake, and I love Jim Anna, the head coach there, great guy. But what a bind he's in, because you got a 1 hour game and you got 22 kids. You got to find ice time for all those guys. It's not easy.
No.
And so if they end up having a JV team, great. Some of those guys will get ice time through that. Not a ton, but it's there.
Yep.
And but if they don't, what happens?
Well, yeah, and then you have the two-way players that are doing varsity and JV.
Right.
Right.
Well, some of the schools need players, and then you got guys like 68 kids coming out from Newsom. That's 3 teams almost.
Right.
So
Right.
or 4 teams if you're going to put 20 guys on a bench.
Yeah.
So we have a home for all those guys that are not getting what they want, and that's the thing. If we can field 4 teams, then that tells me that there's a need for us. If we can start this league, there's a need for us.
Right.
I mean, if there wasn't a need for us, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing.
Sure. Yeah. Truth.
So
yeah, the feedback has been great. I mean,
it's been awesome.
It's been fun to, be in the capacity that I've been with the coaching, but to watch it as a parent and from the sidelines to, see the idea come to fruition, and then what a proud moment for you to share the vision, and then have it materialize. I mean, well, it's hard to do, man. There's, it's like take Sayhall, for instance, and say, okay, it didn't exist, and today it does. A lot of stuff goes into that.
I'm not going to lie that it's a lot of work, but I don't. For me, it's just what I do. It's not. I don't feel like I'm doing anything special. The opportunity's there, and it takes people, getting together, you, me, the other coaches, and organizing and saying, let's make this opportunity available.
Right. Well, and I'll since we're, if you've listened this far. We got another thing I think I can throw out there safely is that if you have plans for playing college hockey or you're looking at juniors, things like that, we are in the process of setting up call it a recruiting package for the players that through the website, which will be unveiled shortly, you'll have on your player page a biography, some video highlights, things like that gives you exposure from afar.
Let's talk about that player page, right? Kid goes to his team roster, clicks on his name. What's he going to see?
Bling.
It's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
You'll have your own page with your own social media, your own video clips, your own
if you
pictures.
have your own Twitter, it goes boom right there.
Anything that you want to provide stat-wise, you can provide and say,
well, the stats are automatically tallied throughout the season, so that's
right. But I mean, past seasons, you can put your own blurb in there. So and so's best season was senior Pee Wee year, blah blah blah. Whatever you want to put there, it's all there. And go back to the recruitment package. How valuable is that going to be? To be able to tell somebody, hey, just click over here. I'll send you a link. Look at all the stuff I have set up on my recruitment page.
That's it. So, I think it's, again, it's about, the giving back part and really trying to do what the kids need to get to that next step. And, it doesn't matter if it's club hockey, there's still evaluations going on. The fact that I could go through that stream of travel to high school, to D3 club, and then fast forward 30 years, I'm still playing, and it's funny because even at for our beer league, there are still tryouts, right, and so there's still evaluations of trying to see people in the right and that whole chemistry thing. So it's fun to see this thing take shape and to give back, if you will, to help with the volunteering and and really give something that the kids can, say, this is a really cool experience.
And that's what it really is all about, giving these guys a really cool experience. So at the worst, kid can look back and go, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
At the best, we're going to try to give each player a tool that will allow them to say to a recruiter, hey, take a look at this and tell me what you think.
That's it. Yeah, so, I mean, if we, there'll be live barn at some of the rinks. So we can, use that, and we'll be doing I'm still trying to figure everything out. So
it's a process. We're working on it.
Right, some live feed type situations, and then also like a game video page where we'll be able to archive the previous games to where you can call it up, and then, like I said, we can slice and dice from there. And
the goal for me is to have the website launched right the day after the draft.
Okay.
So that once we have the draft and we release the website link, boom, everybody can go there, and all the teams will be populated with the proper players, and the player profile pages will be built as the season goes on. We obviously can't do that up front, but with Francis taking the photographs and the other aspects that are going to play into that, we will build those at one at a time.
Yeah, Francis did a great job with the combines.
He's phenomenal.
The pictures are incredible.
And he will be at Combine number 3. And I will also be sending out a link very shortly to both of those Combine 1 and Combine 2 day pages where you can actually now buy pictures
Perfect.
for that. So, and he will be at Combine number 3. He's actually
Yeah, you had people inquiring about buying pictures.
Yeah,
and I thought that was pretty neat.
He was tickled pink because there were people that set up accounts on his site already.
Yeah.
And so they're, people excited, again, putting the kids first and trying to prove that with even the very first steps of the league that we're taking right now.
Right.
So I just dropped off all the hardware at the trophy shop today.
You know what? I noticed our production table is empty.
Yeah, it's so it's like 7 or 8 pretty good sized trophies that are being refurbed and repurposed from my past adult league.
Yep.
That are really, really good looking trophies that we're going to be using in the league.
Yeah, and they're all cool.
Yeah.
They're all, and that's what's great about it. I mean, again, there's opportunity for, standouts
And once we reach 8 teams, then we will break those 8 teams into 2 conferences, and there will be a Zerfus Conference Cup.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So
There you go. And yet another surprise.
because the man's a legend.
Yeah, in my mind. Or in my mom's, because she still watches our videos.
Does she still watch?
Yeah.
I thought
You know
she-
what's amazing
I thought she
is
stopped.
we've got people still coming up to us at the rinks. And, I was in Kissimmee last week. And by the way, there were no winners for the SD card
Oh no,
find and win a prize.
that baby's gone.
Right, but I did have one of the parents from the Bulldogs team come up, and Alliance, actually, her son plays on the Bulldogs, daughter plays on the Girls Alliance, and she's like, so did anyone find the SD card? And I'm like, right then and there, I knew you watched the episode,
There
right?
you go, absolutely.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
I had a new student come in to sign up the other day to train here on a regular basis, and they're walking through, and the mom goes, "Look, it's a set."
right.
I'm like, okay, we have an official set now.
That's it. It's cool. I never thought after COVID and what this started as I'll say a coping mechanism for us, turned into something that is kind of valuable. It's a good source for information, and we have fun doing it.
Yeah, it's a great show, and we've been focusing on the FIHL with a lot of the recent shows, but we are going to put out a couple of episodes real soon. Profiling some local players that are not involved with the FIHL, because it's not just an FIHL podcast. It's
Goose Pond at its origins,
right.
and that's what's cool about Goose Pond Studios is that, we're here to promote the hockey players.
right, and we're changing the name. It's not a podcast; it's a pondcast.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I got a little worried there because I thought I was going to have to learn something new.
No,
but the podcast was awesome.
it's a pondcast, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that.
that's cool.
It was witty.
yeah, I'm a witty guy.
You are.
Yeah, wicked witty.
People misunderstand you, I think.
I am the most misunderstood person on the planet.
I'm not going to disagree with
It's
that.
true.
Yes, I have to deal with the fallout sometimes.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. But you know what, though?
Well, let me take care of that right now. At some point in time in your existence, in your relationship with me, I will offend you greatly.
Yes.
But I will have absolutely no clue I did it.
Right.
And I would absolutely have no intention that I did it.
Yeah.
There you go. So that
You
disclaimer is
got
out
your
there.
heart at the right place, and people forget you're from Boston. And if you work up in the Northeast, dude, you wouldn't even make a conversation as far as the oops. Did I mean to say that?
Yeah,
Because
as an alien once said on Buck Rogers, on my planet, I would be considered a weakling.
yes. And
Now, if
I
anybody
would
knows-
almost want to end with just that.
If anybody knows what episode that was, I'd be more than thrilled to have you email me and say, I know what you're talking about.
Right.
But I was probably, as a kid, watched that stupid show, Buck Rogers with Gil Gerard, like over and over.
Oh yeah, I was a Star Trek guy,
Yeah.
and
I am to that now, for
yeah,
sure.
Trouble with Tribbles.
Tribbles, yeah.
right? That was a classic and fan favorite, right?
Yep. All right, well, we don't want to take
No, I think that's
a turn for places undiscovered, but
right, and it is. It's starting to go downhill. Our attention span is weaning.
yeah. But there you go. There's your update. Get ready for the Combine Saturday. Jump into this league, folks. You don't want to miss what we're going to be
You
doing.
got and to register.
Yep. TampaYouthHockey.com. As of right now, TampaYouthHockey.com. Go there, register for the combine. Even if you miss the combine, go there, put your information in, and send me a message that says, hey, I want in on this league, and we will get you in before the draft.
Yeah.
All I need for you to do is to come up to the pond and let me see you skate around and do some drills.
Sure. Yeah, and again, that's just to make sure that we weight the teams, and it's going to be an open enrollment. So I mean, if a month
Never
from
ending.
now, you decide, you know what, this looks pretty cool. Can I still get in?
Yeah, and you know what?
Yes.
I'm glad you said that because it's something important to remember. We're going to be playing hockey till May,
Right.
right? So
Yeah, it's a long
when
season.
When your travel hockeys are gone, your high school season, we'll still be playing.
Yes.
And you want to still be playing too.
That's true.
And we want you to still be playing.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens with the 25-game season plus
Plus all-stars
and
and series format playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be playing hockey for a little while.
Yeah. We might even beat out the NHL if we.
Yeah, it depends. I know we beat out the Bruins.
Yep. Truth. Yes. It's that proverbial got to get the 16 games. And a shout out to Hedman, by the way. He's now being thrown in the likes of Bobby Orr for points in
Who?
who? Really?
I don't know who you're talking
Victor
about.
Hedman, number 77. The dude's on fire.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought he retired.
No, well, you know what? In the they're making fun of that. Well, they're not making fun of it, but when they did the original carousel where he got frustrated and was banging the stick and stuff like that, I don't think he had any points in the first part of that. So in the actual playoffs themselves, like I said, the announcers and stuff and the people that keep track of the stats are putting him in the likes with Bobby Orr, which is...
Oh, no. No. We're not going to go there today.
No, but I'm saying in the likes, not as good as Bobby.
No.
That's to be determined, Victor. Keep working at it. But I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, to even be, as a Tampa Bay fan.
Yeah, as a Tampa Bay fan, for you, it's
pretty cool to have.
As a Boston fan, it's a sin to even breathe his name in the same breath as Bobby Orr.
I get it. So on that note, we'll call it a day or a night. And
have a safe trip in Dallas.
Thanks. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Good luck to the girls. I'm really looking forward to watching some of the games on Live Barn.
Well, it is, and it's really good stuff. Who would have thought? Because again, here's a situation where 3 years ago, the Girls Alliance program didn't exist.
Yeah.
And now, let's see here, we've got a 12U development team, a 14U Tier 2 team for AA, a Sayhoff team for 14, Travel A, 16 Tier 1, 16 Tier 2, and then a 19 Tier 2. All right, so if you saw a cut, that was because, once again, we extended our welcome with the camera time.
Yeah, we have to have a negotiation session with the camera about
or a timer.
I don't want a timer. I don't like being cut off. The camera needs to understand that we're in charge, not the camera.
You know what? I'm in with that. All right. So if you missed that, so we the girls are going to play this weekend. And
good luck in Dallas.
Thank you.
To you and the girls, get there safely, get back safely.
Yeah.
Kick some butt while you're down there.
You got it. And and if you're interested in see what they're doing, the website is FloridaAllianceGirlsHockey.com, and check it out. And there'll be a teaser, I think.
There you go.
That you don't know yet.
There you go. All right.
That's a cut.
Peace out.